Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here, KJRadio.com. My book is called Race Pimping. The site you want to visit and become a part of is teapartycommunity.org. Go join us. Interact. Become my friend. We got some big fights ahead of us over the next 7 years. One's coming up in a year. Next one will be 2 years from that. And then we're going to have 4 years, so we'll have 2 more battles in the meantime. If we shore up our bases over the next 3 years, we're going to give these guys the blues. And here's the thing. Giving the left the blues means they're going to make money. Their lives are going to change for the better. When they give us the blues, we are in bad shape. Our stock portfolios fall. Our unemployment rate goes up. Our jobs stink. Our quality of life stinks. We become embroiled in many, many more controversies. We have to worry about terrorists. We have to worry about illegal banditos coming over and all kinds of stuff. But when we do right by them, they're like, wow, this is amazing. You would think they would, in the time of the 80s under Reagan, they would have been like, man, this is great. We never want to go back to that other stuff. But you know what's happening? Academia gets in the way. There's a story. We'll do it here soon. 2 professors, hardcore leftist. They quit the school they were at and they said, you know what? We've screwed up. They go, progressivism isn't what we thought it was. And you should read the story. I think it's called Evergreen or Everest College or something like that. You should read the story of them, how they let the school get taken over by these radicals. And if you're listening to the professor, it's a male and married husband and wife. They say they were in danger with their own kid, but they said, you know what, we train these people to do this. And what's funny, they don't even know why they're protesting. They don't know why they're mad. There's a summary that I should have printed out because it's really good about what they say. It's shocking. And the leftist professors, they won't admit this, but they're afraid of their own students. They don't know what to do. They're like, we created these little social justice warriors. Some of these kids are walking around campus with bats. They're ready to beat anybody into submission. I'm telling you right now, I am so tempted at times to go out on these campuses, grab some of my boys from the dojo or some of my friends I train, the special forces guys, and say, hey, we're conservatives and we can't stand you little pansy snowflakes. And let's just see where the chips fall. Don't be surprised if you hear stories. Erase this tape. Because I'm telling you what, I don't fear a single one of them. Not a one. Leftists come up here, always talking smack. Hey, here's a question they got asked a lot on Twitter. One of my people asked it, Miranda, she says, will the media follow up on all of Moore's accusers to get their side of the story now, or is it all over? Do you think Megyn Kelly's going to talk about all of Judge Roy Moore's accuser? You think any of the talk show hosts are? Well, if those ladies didn't get their book deal by now, it's done. And by the way, if you write the book, nobody's going to care. You destroy a man's reputation for fun. And then you move along like nothing happened. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I get too nostalgic, they've done it before with the colored folks. Yeah, black people. They're like, hey, black people, y'all want to be represented? Oh, hey, election's over. Sorry. I'll see you. See you in 2 years. Yeah. But when you should, and I'm talking to the leftists, when you should ruin someone's career, like that of Bill Clinton's, or like that of Harvey Weinstein, or like that of insert some powerful, lecherous Democrat here, you ignore the problem. And what's that old fallback? For all these guys that screw up, the fallback is they got to go to therapy, or they got to go meet with their pastor, or they got to go get themselves a spiritual advisor. Oh man, it's too crazy. But Roy Moore, done. I don't know what's going to happen to him. That song James Taylor, Used to Be Her Town. Some of them his friends, some of them her friends, some of them understand. That's what it is. No matter, Roy Moore may not have done a single thing that they said, but there are going to be people that go, I think he did. And there are going to be people that go, I don't think he did. And there are going to be people that go, I don't know, one way or the other. But the sad part is the people that believe it and the people that go, I don't know, one way or the other, there's no going back. You've ruined them. You know, they say the mind once expanded never regains its original shape. Well, that's a thought process people now have of Roy Moore. But here's what there was another fallout that came from this, and it really, if I was an Alabamian, I would be mad about this. How they characterized Alabamians. Are you going to be a bunch of old backward redneck hillbillies and vote in a pedophile? Or are you going to be, a turncoat conservative and vote in this leftist freak? It was kind of a no-win situation, but quite frankly, pretty easy choice. You don't vote in a leftist freak over accusations that completely unfounded, unsubstantiated. You don't do it. And then they even, you could see where they were trying. They said, look, get us the yearbook. We want to show you that this is not true. I don't know if people believed it or not, but whatever the reasons that Roy Moore lost, he lost. But here's what I want to tell people. Don't panic. See, there's this overwhelming thing that's still occurring while all that was going on. While they were talking about Donald Trump's Diet Coke drinking habits, you know what was still working? What was still happening? The economy. It's still moving. Stock market's still doing well. And if you thought, well, you know what? This is going to take a lot of work. We thought we were going to easily get Roy Moore in over some baby-killing leftist, but no, it's going to take some work. We have to put some time in on the clock here, folks. This seat will come back to the Republicans in 2018. But what it showed you is just how bad the swamp is, how bad the body politic is. And I hope you took it to heart. I really do. I hope you understand who you're up against now, what the strategy of the Democrats is. I talked about Kirsten Gillibrand yesterday. It's difficult for her to become the new protector of women when she'll do just about anything for donations, when she will hang out with every lecherous leftist on the planet. She's not going anywhere, but you got to be aware of what their strategy is for her, what the strategy is overall. Why do you think they're accusing all these people of sexual misconduct? And I predicted they were going to say this about Donald Trump. They're going to bring it back. Good luck with that. It may work on that lower level. It's not going to work on Trump. And eventually, it won't work on any of our other candidates because they're going to say, we're done. They're doing us a favor with everything they're doing. They're emptying their gun. And now all they can do now is throw it at you.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.